Maybe it's getting down to the wire. Maybe you're the front runner. Maybe you're looking to get ahead. Maybe looking to get into full swing. Or maybe you're looking for a second win. Maybe you're looking to get off the hook. Well, whatever your reason, there's lots of reasons to know business English idioms for sports. So we're going to talk about those today. If you didn't understand all of those phrases I used at the beginning, maybe you want to stick with us so you'll understand. Let's get into it. I'm Timothy Barrett, and welcome to the 4 Business English Rundown. This is a show for people all over the world who want to improve their professional communication skills in English. This is Business English Idioms for Sports, Part 3. To get a head start. So this would mean that at the very beginning, you're a front runner, you're in the lead. Now, maybe it means before everyone else is starting on Monday, but you know what? I'm coming in on Sunday and I'm getting a head start. I'm going to start a little bit earlier than everybody else, which of course is an advantage. To get a second wind. So I think this is a Billy Joel song, but a second win is when you're working out, you're running, you're playing a game, whatever it is, but you're getting tired, your energy level kind of goes down, down, down. But then all of a sudden, you know what? Maybe the adrenaline starts pumping again. Your energy level goes back up. You say, okay, I got my second win. Put me in, coach. I can play again. I got my second win. Or maybe you're running and you slow down, but you get your second win and you can speed up again back to your normal speed. You got your second win. To get off the hook. So the hook here would mean like you're the one that's in trouble. Sometimes we might say, you're left holding the bag, which would also be something negative. You're the one that's taken responsibility. So to get off the hook would mean that, I was going to be in trouble for this, or I was in trouble for this, but then something else happened and now I'm off the hook. I'm not responsible. I'm not going to be held responsible. I'm not going to be punished for this anymore. So it could be, something happened, a client complained, and maybe your company is going to lose a contract, and you're on the hook. They're blaming you. The client's blaming you. Your boss is blaming you. Whatever, but you're on the hook. The responsibility is laid at your door. They're blaming you because the company is losing this client. But then maybe you convince the client to stay, or it turns out no, the client wasn't mad at you. They were mad at Ralph. It's now Ralph's on the hook. Now you're off the hook. They're not going to blame you for that. Hit below the belt. So this is like a boxing term where if they're boxing, MMA is not quite the same, but in boxing you have to hit above the belt. You can hit the stomach, the chest, the head, but you can't hit below the belt. And so part of the reason why if you see boxing matches, usually they have the shorts look kind of funny because the belt is so high, then the less the target area to get hit. So don't hit below the belt means don't take unfair advantage, don't take cheap shots, that sort of thing. So maybe it's okay to make these complaints about the business, about how something is run, but to make complaints about his wife looks like or something like that would be, whoa, that's below the belt. That's hitting below the belt. Don't go there. That's a cheap shot. Playing with a full deck. So a full deck meaning a full deck of cards. So this is a card term or a poker gambling type term. So a full deck of cards should have 52 cards in it. If you've ever played a card game and one or more of the cards is missing, it can be very frustrating. When I was growing up, that seemed to happen all the time. You had a deck of cards with 51 or 50 cards. So it's kind of frustrating not knowing which one's missing, or if you do, you kind of have an advantage. That's where it comes from. Now, to say a person has less than a full deck, we're saying that they're kind of crazy. They're not mentally 100%. There's something wrong with them. They don't have a full deck. Be careful about them. All right, and the last one, par for the course. So this is a golfing term. So the course is the golf course. When you play golf, you either play 9 holes or 18. Each course has a par. And so the par is the number of shots that a good player would get to complete the course. So each hole has a par. So this could be a par 2 hole or a par 3 hole, meaning a good player would sink this ball into the hole in 3 shots. You might play a little bit better or a little bit worse, but par is the norm or the expected. So par for the course, taking it out of the golfing context, would mean, well, this was expected. I went to talk to the boss and he started yelling at me, but that's how he acts. That was par for the course. In other words, it wasn't unexpected. It was what I expected, what was normal for the situation. It's par for the course. All right, hopefully these business English idioms for sports was useful to you. If it was, conquer that like button and make it ours. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of the other videos you like them just as much. Work hard today and enjoy tomorrow.